Hey, what's up guys? Tony here, and you're watching some more iRacing. This is the IMSA series, week 2 at Watkins Glen, more affectionately known to me as the GTE challenge slash Ferrari challenge, because my experience is that it's about a 60-40 split Ferraris versus Fords, which is probably, well, it might even be 70-30. I don't really see a lot of Fords, and I thought that was going to change because midweek we had an update to the Ford, which I'll talk about in the Ford video. As you guys know, I'm racing both cars each week to see at the end of the season which one do I prefer. And this came about, if you're checking in for the first time, the backstory is that at Le Mans I seem to like the Ferrari better, but I just happen to be faster in the Ford. And so last week at Suzuka that was the case as well. I was faster in the Ford, but I just preferred the Ferrari a little bit better. And I drove the Ferrari a lot more last week. Well, this week I drove both cars pretty evenly. I think I actually spent more time in the Ford. My first race was in the Ford. And I just overall actually preferred the Ferrari. Like, it handled better. I actually had a faster lap time of about half a second. And it's hard to say what that is attributed to. It could have been a set issue. It could have been a temperature issue because the track temperatures were pretty warm this week. Cars tend to understeer in the hot weather. And that's kind of what happened with both cars. They both had a lot of understeer issues. The Ferrari, it performed in areas that really benefit my driving style, which is pretty much run over every curb possible. It handled the bus stop really well. I felt like I had to be a little bit more ginger with the bus stop until I kind of found my rhythm to get through there at a certain pace. So the Ferrari just seemed to have a little bit more power, like right off the corner. So coming off a corner, it seemed to be just a little bit quicker. Top speed, it seemed to be a couple miles an hour quicker too. And getting through the bus stop, it just seemed to be quicker for me. I know, for other people, it's not going to be the case. So this particular video is not very long because this week I had some boring ass races. So I had 2 races in the Ford and 1 race in the Ferrari, and this is the 1 race in the Ferrari. And my second race in the Ford was very similar to this, where I got into the session, and pretty much the top 3 just blew away from the rest of the field. And so I didn't really even see the rest of the field for the entire race. So that's what happens here. Myself, I think I qualified in 3rd, if I remember correctly, 3rd or 4th, and I get up to 2nd place, and myself and the guy in 1st place, we just sort of walked the field. He walked me, I walked the rest of the field, and that was it. I mean, it was a pretty boring race, and for 75 minutes, could you imagine, like, checking out mentally, trying not to at least. So yeah, here's the first handful of laps until I start to kind of walk away from the guy in 3rd place, and that's it. So for this week, I do prefer the Ferrari. So I shouldn't say that. I mean, I prefer the Ferrari so far in the first 2 weeks, but this is the first week that I'm actually faster in the Ferrari. So if we're keeping score, it's like 1 week Ford, 1 week Ferrari, but overall the car that I do prefer to drive so far is a Ferrari, 2 weeks in a row. So anyways, in the comment section below, let me know what you guys think about the Ferrari so far. Is it meeting your expectations? Are you enjoying it as much as the Ford? Are you trying both cars? Are you really trying to be doing what I'm doing? Because I don't think there's a lot of people. I think they're just kind of like sticking to what they love, fanboyism, and then they're really not branching out, and where I'm trying to do a little bit of both. So as always guys, hopefully you enjoy the rest of the race. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I shall talk to you guys later.